Alright, what's going on? My name is Chris. This is Andre. I'm sure you recognize him from previous videos. He's helping me out again for this video. So for today, we're going to be talking about your lats. Lats are a thick muscle you have towards the side of your body. It's a muscle that you want working with your body and not against you, because it's a very powerful muscle. And when it works against how you move and how you function, it is a nightmare because your shoulder doesn't function properly. We end up with an anterior pelvic tilt. Our body will twist. We end up with neck pain. So it's a ripple effect when your lats are tight and they're not conditioned properly. For today's exercise, I want to show you a very simple exercise to focus exclusively on the eccentrics. What that means is that whenever we contract the muscle, when you flex your bicep, it's broken down into a few phases. Concentric means you're shortening the fiber. Isometric is when you hold that contraction, and your eccentrics, what we're doing for today's exercise, is when you slowly start to lengthen that muscle, but you're still conditioning it. Where most people go wrong is that when they're rowing, when they're doing their deadlifts, they focus exclusively on the concentric phase. The issue with this is that when they're pulling, they pull forcefully and then they let the weights drop. The issue with this is that you're not conditioning the eccentric phase. This is a problem because your lats don't ever get the opportunity to develop and to lengthen, to become more resilient. So, Andre, I'm gonna get him to use a bar. Or do you want me to demo first?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna demo this first. So, to do this, what you wanna do, like I said, your lats are right here. We're gonna be focusing on the eccentrics. So you wanna flare your lats, and in this position, what you wanna do is keep it nice and tight, and you're gonna resist from your lats being lengthened. I hope this makes sense, I'll clarify. So in this position, you're bracing your lats, and you're dropping into a squat. You're gonna come back up, okay? You're gonna brace again. You're gonna drop down. You're gonna come back up. It probably doesn't make sense now, but that's why I'm gonna get him to demo this, and I'm gonna explain and walk you through it, okay? So what I want you to do, you're gonna place both hands on the bar. He's pretty knowledgeable when it comes to anatomy, so he's gonna probably do this right. For most of you, I'm gonna try to keep this simple. He's gonna be holding onto the bar. He's gonna flare his lats. That's something you gotta work on. And you wanna make sure that these muscles here are nice and tough. If you're a trainer, you can do this by touching it, by palpating. If you're just doing this for the fun of it, you gotta get a bit of a pump here. You wanna make sure this is getting nice and warm, that you're engaging the muscle properly. When you get that, what you wanna do, keep it nice and tight. And when you're dropping down, you wanna keep this secure. You don't wanna let it go too easy. Drop. You wanna keep that tight, okay? Like I said, this is the eccentrics. That's the lengthening part of the contraction. This is lengthening as he's dropping. So we're therefore conditioning that phase of that contraction of that movement. He's bracing, he's dropping. When he gets to the bottom, what he's doing is that he's completely resetting. This is very similar, if you haven't picked up on this, this is very similar to when you're bench pressing, okay? If you've ever heard of your negatives, when you're doing your negatives in bench pressing, you're letting the weight drop slowly, you're lengthening that muscle, you're letting it drop, and the person that's spotting you is gonna pick up the weight once you reach the bottom. In the same sense that as he's engaging his lats, he's letting it drop slowly, and when he comes up, he's gonna reset. Does that make sense? Do it one more time. He's nice and secure. He's flaring his lats, that's nice and tight. He's contracted, he's gonna fully let go, and he's gonna reset. To be effective with this, I want you to aim for endurance, aim for high repetitions. I'm gonna recommend 3 sets, roughly 12 to 15 repetitions. This is one of my go-to exercises if you have shoulder pain. And believe it or not, if you have SI joint pain, this can be very effective to stabilize the lumbosacral area. So that's sort of another video, but if you have lower back pain, if you have neck pain, shoulder pain, basically if you're looking to condition this area, this is a go-to. So give it a shot. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Comment below and let me know what you think. Like I said, you want your lats working with your body and not against you. The issue that most people deal with is that their lats are so tight because they work on the eccentric portion and we don't work on the I messed it up. I said people work on the eccentric portion and not.
Stop it. How do I stop it?